Hi, second graders. We have been focusing on the same passage um, for reading, and we've been practicing making our voice sound even better and better. So we've learned to scoop up our words so we don't sound like a robot. We have practiced changing our voice to match the punctuation. So remember, if we see an exclamation point, our voice goes up. If we see a question mark, it goes up at the end. And if you see sorry, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. Let you see it. Okay, if it's a period, we know to read it normal, but we also take a small pause before we keep reading because it's a new sentence. And also, if it's a comma, it's an even shorter pause. So I tell him, sit, and he sits. It's almost like you just take a quick breath and then you keep reading. On the period, you wait like 1 to 2 seconds. So ready? I love my dog. I tell him, sit, and he sits. If he goes by the door, I ask, want to go outside? He is the best dog. So see how I paused with the periods and the commas? This is a comma. It's a sign to take a quick pause, like, and keep going, okay? Today, we're going to focus on how to read like a character versus a narrator. So I want us to think, where is the character talking? So see if you can find, where do I see talking happening? Ooh, I have a clue. Do you see this right here? And this? That's a sign that the character is talking. The mouth is opening and then the mouth is closing. So someone is speaking right here. I'm going to box it in just for myself so I know, okay, someone is talking. I know it's hard to see, so I'm trying to put it up close so you guys can see better. Okay, so here's our quotation marks. Someone is talking. I see, there's another one right here, and it ends right here. So it's saying, want to go outside. That's when the person is talking. So again, I'm going to box this in so I just remind myself, someone is talking. I need to change my voice to sound like a character. The rest of it is a narrator. Someone just telling the story. So when I'm reading like a narrator, I do my voice normal. I'm not a character, but I do match the feeling. So like here, I love my dog. This is someone just telling the story, but you might want to sound like your voice is like you're loving, right? Because it's saying that this person loves their dog. So I would read it, I love my dog. I tell him, and then now I need to change my voice like a character, sit. So I'm pretending like I'm the character telling the dog, sit, right? And he sits. If he goes by the door, I ask, and again, someone is talking, so now I'm going to pretend like I'm the character. I'm talking to the dog. Want to go outside? And then I change back to a narrator. He is the best dog. Okay, so when it's a narrator, I talk pretty normal, but I still match the feeling. When I see the quotation marks or speech bubbles, I change my voice to act like I'm talking. I am the character, and I'm going to make my voice sound like the character. Okay, so one more time. This is me reading like a narrator. I love my dog. I tell him, sit, and he sits. If he goes by the door, I ask, want to go outside? He is the best dog. You can tell whenever there's a quotation mark that I'm changing my voice to really sound like I'm talking to the dog. And so that's what you're going to practice today is on the same passage you've been working on all week long, you're going to read it again. But this time it should sound even better because whenever you see the quotation marks, you're going to sound like a character. If there are no quotation marks, you sound normal, but you might want to match the feeling, right? So if they're sad, you're going to match that sadness, but you don't have to sound like a character. You sound like a narrator, okay? Characters sound like they're talking to the person right there. Want to go outside? And sit. But the rest of it sounds kind of normal talking as you read, all right? So today, you're going to go on to Seesaw, read that same passage, changing your voice to sound like a character or a narrator. Those are the two options you'll be reading as, a character or a narrator, depending on if it has quotation marks or not. And then the second thing you'll do is read for 20 minutes, like every single day. All right, guys, can't wait to see how you sound like a character as you read. Look out for those quotation marks that are the sign that the character is opening their mouth. Change my voice. I'm the character now. All right? All right, have fun.